it's Country Fit by Kaylee. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to do a simple stretch for after you work out. Sometimes we forget to stretch after we work out, and it's very important that we do. Puss in Boots is going to be joining me today as well. He's got his stretch on as well. Okay, let me show you some of my favorite ways to stretch after I work out. So I usually take it down to the floor, and I take my legs out, and I just reach for my toes, rounding my back, keeping it straight, reaching for your knees, your shins, your toes. Totally up to you and where you can reach or how flexible you are that day. Good, really reaching. I like to take my seat bones and pull them out to the side too. Feels a little bit better when I'm sitting. Good. From here, I like to take my opposite hand and take it to the outside of my opposite foot. And from here, I'm going to push my toes forward, and I'm going to feel a really nice stretch through my back and in my shoulder. This is definitely one of my favorites. Now, if you can't reach your toes, that's totally okay. You can take it to the outside of your ankle, the outside of your shin. It's totally up to you and where your body is capable of moving. So giving a nice little stretch here, and then switching to the other side, grabbing the outside of my foot and just pushing my toes away from me. Awesome. And taking some deep breaths. Good. Good. From here, I like to take my bottoms of my feet together. Again, pulling my seat bones outward, grabbing for my toes, and then first of all, keeping a flat back, straight flat back, bending forward, and just reaching my chest to my feet. Now from here, you can take your elbows and you can push down on your knees if you choose to. You don't have to. And then from here, once we've held our stretch for about 20 seconds, feels really good on our hips. Good, and then we're going to round our back, reaching our nose for our toes, and holding here. Good, take it up, and we're just going to push our feet a little bit further forward. So we're making our diamond a little bit bigger, and again, reaching our chest towards our ankles. Good. Keeping a neutral spine, looking at our toes. Very good. And then pulling it back up. Awesome. Okay, we're going to flip it onto our hands and our knees. And from here, we're going to take our hips, and we're just going to sway them from side to side. Side to side. Feels really good. 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 I like to take my hands out long, taking my bum to the sky, holding here. Good, and then bringing it up, back up to center. I'm going to take my one arm out to the side, and I'm going to scooch it right underneath me, and I'm going to come to lay down on top of that arm. So from here, your arm is out to the side, your bum is in the air, and you're going to feel a nice stretch and even a little twist in your back, which is really great. Good, and then let's switch to the other side. Arm up, out, scooch right underneath us. Hips up to the sky. Good. Making sure that you're breathing, taking some nice big deep breaths while we're stretching. Good, taking it back up to center. Still keeping it on our hands and our knees. We're going to bring our right leg up in front of us to come to a 90. Good. And from here, we're going to push all the way up. Yes. And we're going to scooch that back leg back just slightly, and we're going to push down into that stretch. So you're really going to feel it in the front of your back leg. I like to keep my toes up on my back foot, but you can definitely take your toes down. It's totally your choice. Good, and then from here we're going to scooch all the way back, toes in the air. Good. And then sometimes even here I like to come up a little bit on my back leg, toes straight up to the sky. Feel like it intensifies the stretch for me in my hip, but you might be different and it might feel different for you. So wherever you want to stay, whether it's down or up, totally up to you. Good. Now let's switch to the other side. Right up by bringing our leg right up by our hand, coming up, and then pushing our body down to feel a nice stretch right up here. It feels really good. Definitely if you've been sitting all day, we don't want to just stretch our hips, but we want to stretch the front of our leg as well. Good. Take it back. Again, whether you're sitting down a little bit or coming up higher, toes are pointed to the sky. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good, we'll pull that leg back underneath us, bringing it onto all fours again. We're just going to take it into a couple cat-cows where we're looking up at the sky and then rounding our back and tucking our chin. Looking up at the sky, rounding our back, tucking our chin. From here, we're going to take our toes right up onto our toes. We're going to walk our feet back and forth. Good, good, good. Good, take it back down onto the floor. We're going to interlace our fingers down behind our back. We're going to pull our shoulder blades down. We're going to pull our elbows in. And we're going to pull our shoulder blades together. And we're going to look up at the sky. Now if you can lift your arms out back behind you, totally do so. And if not, let's let them hang. Good. One more breath here. Awesome. Take it down. We're just going to sit on our seat and we're going to twist on each side and then we'll be done. So we're going to take our right hand to our left knee and our left hand comes back, reaching our chest up nice and tall, twisting and holding. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Good. And take it back to center. Right leg on your left hand on your right knee, and your right hand comes back. Take it up, looking back behind us or straight ahead. Chest is tall. Good, taking it back to center. And that's it. Thanks so much for joining me.